my name's Angela and this is Devon Thread Tales. Thanks for joining me today. Today is another episode of Friday Sews and it's going to be a very short one. I know in my previous episodes, I think I said I'm going to keep it under 20 minutes and I think my first one was nearly 40 minutes and then my second one was just over 20 minutes. But today, I know I'm going to be under, so I am fizzing because I know I'm on to a winner. So it is the most awful day today. It is raining, it's horrible, it's dark. I'm trying to make this as bright as possible, but this is as bright as I can get it, I'm afraid. So this is what you're stuck with. So today I am wearing a ready-to-wear t-shirt, ready-to-wear jeans, and I'm wearing a knitted cardigan. So I'm not wearing anything that's been sewn and me made today, but I am wearing a me made cardigan. And this is a cardigan that I knitted quite some time ago. It's too small. I should have made the next size up, unfortunately, but when you've put that much work into making something that's knitted, I'm not going to not wear it. So, and I think this is quite nice, just over a t-shirt. It doesn't have any fastenings. The actual cardigan itself doesn't come with the pattern to actually do fastenings or buttons or anything like that. So it just kind of goes over, and I think like that is quite nice. I think it's quite a nice sort of look, and I think if I had just a little white top underneath, that would probably be quite nice as well. It's in a cotton. I'll show you up close what it looks like, but it's in a cotton and it is really nice and warm because it is it's, you know, the dual colours. You've got lots and lots of the yarn underneath and it just makes it really nice and thick and really nice and snuggly, so it's actually really comfortable and I quite like it. And this is a pattern that I bought as a kit from We Are Knitters, and it is the Tulum cardigan. I think that's what it's called, Tulum cardigan, and I got it quite some time ago. I've actually got a couple of other kits. I've made a couple of other knitted items from them, and I've got a couple of kits that I haven't made up yet, so I might be getting those done at some point. But it's a really great place to start if you're not sure about knitting and you want to give something a go. And I've actually got a code which I'll put on the screen and I'll put it in the description below as well, which if you go and use that, you do get some money off, and I get a little bit of money as well from you using that code. So, you know, win-win for everybody. Anyway, on to this week. So it's been half term here for me in the UK. It's different for everybody in the UK. Sometimes in different parts of the countries it's in different weeks, but it happens to have been this week for me. And I haven't been at the school working or anything like that, so it's been a really lovely quiet week. I didn't have any plans, haven't gone to see the girls, so I literally have just been chilled and quiet, and it's just been so lovely. And I want to be able to tell you that I've done lots of sewing, but I can't really do that, unfortunately. I have done a lot of sewing in terms of length of time, but not quantity. So I'll let you know what I've done. First of all, I have been working on my Vogue dress, which is the dress that I said I wanted to make, that I have been inspired by Lucy from Sew Essential, and I've been doing that. Now, I haven't got very far with it. This is inside out, but I've got the last two tiers sort of sewn together, and I haven't got very much left to do actually. I need to attach that to the rest of the body. Right, I've got this pin, so it's going to be quite difficult to hold up. So I've got the bodice there, and one tier, and the second tier is sewn on. Well, no, it's not sewn on, it's pinned on. So I need to get that done. Now I tacked it at the back, just to see how it was fitting with before I put the zip in, and it actually felt like it went over my head. Okay, I just needed a little bit of extra room, so I'm actually going to re-sew this and not put the zip in at all, and I'm just going to do a little keyhole opening at the top, so it's just got a little bit of a space there, so it just saves me a job of putting in the zip. I'm not afraid of putting in zips, but let's face it, if I can get away with not putting one in, I'm going to do that. So yes, I'm quite looking forward to getting that finished. I think that should be quite nice. But the reason I stopped doing that is because I realised I had time this week to be able to do a sew along, and I said that I was going to do a sew along for this shirt pattern, which is the McCall's 6044, and I have started that sew along. I just forgot. how long sew-alongs take to record, but I've got quite a long way with it, and today I'm going to try and do a little bit more. Quite busy over the weekend, so I might have to carry on doing it next week, but that's fine. I know these things take time, but I have got a fairly long way with it. So I've got the sleeves on, I've got the cuffs on the sleeves, they're all done, and all I've got left to do is the 2 button plackets for the buttonholes and buttons, the collar stand, and then hem it and buttons and buttonholes. So not too much further to go with it, but I'm quite pleased with how that's looking. Little pocket, only did 1 pocket. I'm really pleased with how the cuffs have gone in, and you're not going to be able to see from there particularly, but I just feel like they've gone in really nicely. I've done a few different things to what the pattern suggests, just to show how I actually do the pattern myself. So if that is something you're interested in, obviously do keep an eye out for that video coming out, because it'll be coming out soon. Now, I will just say I'm already at about 45 minutes, and obviously I've still got those other bits and pieces to do. So if you are interested in watching that, can you let me know, should I just do it in one big really long video, which I think could end up being about an hour and a half, or would it be better if I split it into 2 shorter videos? Let me know what's better. I will put timestamps anyway in the video, so that you know, you can go forward to inserting the collar, or attaching the sleeves, or that kind of thing. But would it be better if it's in 2 separate videos, or would it be better if it's just one long one? Let me know in the comments below what you think would be better. So in terms of actually sewing, that is all I've done. So it's not very exciting, is it? Sorry about that. The only other thing that I have got to share with you, which is sewing related, is I can't believe I'm saying this, because I've said I'm on a fabric and pattern ban, but I've bought a pattern. And the reason I bought a pattern is because I was on Instagram scrolling and I saw this dress, and I don't want to put pictures up because I haven't asked the lady if it's okay for me to share her image. I'm sure if I asked her she wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to put it up, but I'm going to let you know what she's called. Her name is Keeps Me Sane Crafting, and oh my gosh, she has made the most beautiful version of this Simplicity S8875, this dress here. Now, I've seen this dress before. I've seen it in shops, magazines, probably when I've been looking on the fold line I've seen it. And I've just kind of passed it by as another dress which is really similar to what I've got. But the version that the lady called Keeps Me Sane Crafting, I should have probably found out what her actual name was, shouldn't I? Sorry. But the lady on Instagram called Keeps Me Sane Crafting, she has done a version. She's done this version here with these sleeves. And this has actually got a ruffle on it. If I show you, it's got a ruffle on it like this, but the version that she's done is like this, and then she's just extended it down to make it a long dress, and she's done it in this really beautiful navy blue fabric, which has got a little bit of a different shape on it, like a little white, and I think it might be slightly green sort of dot on it, or slightly different blue, or what have you. And I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, that is stunning, beautiful dress, totally and utterly me, absolutely up my street. So I did go on to Minerva and I bought the pattern. So that's it though. I'm not going to buy any more patterns, I promise. But I absolutely love that, and I am going to have a little look through my stash and see what fabric I'm going to use. Now I know I definitely won't do this with the ruffle on it. I don't like the ruffle, and I think possibly that is why I have ignored this pattern in the past. I didn't think about the fact that you could just not do the ruffle and just keep going and sort of go down straight. So isn't it great looking on Instagram and finding inspiration and sort of thinking, oh yeah, that's what I'll do, and I'll do it in that way. So really, really pleased that I came across that pattern. And like I say, I'm going to try and do that. Can't decide whether I'd want to do it with long sleeves or not for the winter, for the autumn winter. Might be quite a nice idea to do that, mightn't it? But again, I don't know if that'd be too much fabric. But then with the V-neck, that might work quite nicely because it's breaking up the fabric a little bit. Then with the long sleeved, might have to have a little play with that. But yeah, what do you think? Do you like that pattern? I really like that pattern. So that's it in terms of sewing. I haven't really done very much else this week. It's been really quite a dull week, but it has been lovely just to be at home by myself, calm and, you know, all the rest of it. I've done lots of cooking, which has been really nice to do as well. And I've been arranging to go and see my daughters in a couple of weeks' time, so that'd be great. And I think that's going to fall on the week that I do my 1 week Me Made November, so you can keep an eye out for that as well if you like. So I'm going to be visiting Swansea and I'm going to be visiting Bath, which is very exciting. Now, the only other thing that I wanted to say was I watched Rachel from Stitched Up this morning, and first of all, oh my gosh, she had on the most gorgeous top that she said she just whipped up last night. Go and check it out, it looks absolutely lovely. I can't remember what she said the name of the pattern was, but the colours and everything in it were absolutely gorgeous. And she's done a colour analysis thing, and I'm so intrigued about doing this. Now, I did this a long time ago, and it does it in seasons, so you're either a spring, summer, winter, autumn. And I once got told that I am a winter, and I love the idea that I know what colours suit me, and that's really great. But these colour analyses seem to go a little bit more in depth. So you're either a warm winter or a cool spring or what have you. And I really, really like the idea of that. And I've been looking it up. I might give that a go, and if I do, let me know if that's something you'd like me to share, because I think I'd be a very different colour to what Rachel is, but do go and check it out because it's really interesting, and check out what Rachel has said about it. In fact, if I can think of it, I will put a link into Rachel's video below as well. You've probably already seen it, but it's her Friday sews, and it literally came out this morning. And she also talked about the fact that she's been swapping over her wardrobe because, you know, she's stored away her summer stuff, and now she stored away her winter stuff, and she's got her summer stuff out, and she needs to swap it over. And that's exactly what I need to do as well. I haven't got any of my winter stuff out. I've still got all my summer stuff out, and it is well and truly, well, with this weather, it is well and truly autumn now. It's just horrible, and I need to swap it over. And one of the things that she said, and it did make me think, I think I'm going to be in the same situation, is that she realised she hasn't really got an awful lot in the way of winter clothing, and I think I'm the same. So I really need to go through and have a little look at what's missing from my wardrobe and think about what it is that I want to sew. Now, I did do a plans video just recently, and so many of you have been so incredibly kind and said some really lovely things about some of the things that I'm planning on sewing. So I'm hoping I can incorporate some of those things into my autumn and winter wardrobe, because that would be really great. But I do think I need to properly look at what my wardrobe is for the autumn winter, what I want to take out because I don't wear, what things I feel are missing and I can make. Maybe there are some things which I feel like I can't make and I just need to buy. I don't know. But yes, so that's something that I'm going to be doing soon as well. I think that's enough rambling from me, isn't it? Should we leave it there? And I'm well under 20 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, very quick and short one from me. There's no point in me going on anymore. I haven't done any other sewing, so I've just shared with you what I've done. Hope that's okay. Hope you've all had a good week, and I will catch up with you soon. Happy sewing. Take care. Bye.